Hello there guys, and welcome to another Thomas Wooden Railway review video. In this video I am going to be looking over the ever requested 100-piece set. Now, obviously, this is a set that I had never gotten when I was a kid. This is actually a setup of different parts that I have had during my childhood, as well as a couple of parts that I have recently purchased off of eBay over the years in order to create this. So there are a number of things that I didn't have before that I got specifically for reviewing this set, and it has also helped to provide to me a couple of parts for building future layouts. Now, the 100-piece set was one of the first Thomas Wooden Railway sets to ever come out. And over the years, there actually had been some modifications for this set. The first version of the set that came out was one that did not have any actual, didn't have the, either the track that we got in the later 90s, this, the track that has the groove pieces right here, or the much later track that had the clickety-clack track right there, as well as the more realistic looking rail boards. It was actually unprinted or plain looking track that looked much like the Brio track. And that was a very rare instance to have track that looked just like Brio coming from Thomas & Friends. But of course, in later years, we would get the 100-piece set updated and have no grooves in the track. Well, actually, we would get the grooves in the track whatsoever. Although there were a couple of changes made to the 100-piece set over the years. Now, what you're looking at is basically a hybrid of a few different sets over the years. I did have to do a couple of cheats because, as it turned out, there are 4 of these different sections of track, but the image that I used to build this set showed that there were actually 3 of the switch tracks that had 2 male connectors and 1 female, and 1 that had 2 female connectors and 1 male. I only had 2 that had 2 males and 1 female, and 2 that had 2 females and 1 male. So I had to actually cheat a little bit in order to get this to work out. Some of the track is not built exactly the way that it should be. If you want to see how the train layout should look, I'm pretty sure there are some images online that shows the original 100-piece set. So I had to improvise because I didn't want to bother purchasing another track just like this, which I already had to purchase another pair of these switch track because I did already have 1 pair from childhood, so I had to get another one in order to create the 100-piece set. Now, I'm not quite sure what engines were included in the original 100-piece set. I have not been able to find any official images that shows the original 100-piece set and what engines were to come in that set. But a later version included Thomas and James and Mavis, although not the exact models that you see. The exact models that you see would include the 2000s version of Thomas and James and the limited re-release of Mavis that came out around 2015 or 2016. I did already do a review video showing her off. But I included them because they were included in a much later version of the 100-piece set. Now, one of the things that did change about the later release of the 100-piece set would be the fact that originally we had 4 of the special engine sheds. as you can see here. But there were 2 that actually were removed from later versions of this set, where these 2 sheds right here were replaced with another buffer beam, which of course would take away or decrease the number of pieces that were included in that 100-piece set. But I'm pretty sure that they would add more engines or more trees or people in order to make up for that amount lost. Now, I did actually count as I was making this set to be sure that I did use 100 pieces, as the set name implied, and this is what we got here. I also know that there was a Thomas and the Magic Railroad version of this set, which I'm pretty sure included some exclusive characters, like maybe exclusive wooden railway figures of the human characters that appeared in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, but I could not be bothered to get any of those. But I'm pretty sure that what I have here gives viewers some idea about what the 100-piece set looked like when it was originally released back in the 1990s, as well as how it was released in later years. Now, a couple of things I did not have when a couple of things I did not already have when I was requested this would include this windmill right here. Now, I never got the windmill when I was a kid, but I am very happy to have gotten it now. Even if it's not a major part of the layouts, it's just kind of a miscellaneous item that is just added on to the scenery and doesn't really play any part in either the train's role or the track's role, but it is a nice thing to have. And it certainly will look great, because I think that I may use it when I do a Wooden Railway Thomas the Tank Engine intro for a new Wooden Railway series that I may be doing pretty soon. So I may want to use that. It's a pretty nice thing to have. Another thing that I did not have before would be this one-way sign. I did see a listing on eBay for a couple of wooden railway signs like this, and there were 5 that were available for $6, $2 for the items themselves, and 4 more for shipping. So I basically got 5 signs for $6, which would mean that each individual sign would only cost $1.20, which still is a pretty good deal, in my opinion. So that's pretty much all I have to say in regards to the 100-piece set. There are a couple of pieces that are actually missing, like a little water tower that was included in the original version, and another platform besides this shed. I am aware that this shed is actually facing the wrong way and that it should be over here where the people are, but I actually glued this shed to this piece of track a long time ago, because I wanted to have it act as some sort of special destination. But I did still count them as 2 pieces when I was putting this together, because they were originally 2 pieces. And for the amount of trees, I know that I did not include the accurate amount of trees, and in fact I think that there was one tree that was supposed to be black, but I don't have a black tree. And there also probably should be more than one red tree or more than one yellow tree, but I only have one of each of those, unfortunately. But I hope that this has satisfied you, and if you want to see a more accurate version of the 100-piece set, I would probably recommend that you look up the images online or check out other people's videos to see how this set was originally supposed to look. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.